Here we go, another episode of Joyride where I chat with you, whoever wants to pop in. And I don't remember how many episodes I've done so far, maybe 3, and every single time someone has jumped in. So I have faith. There's a 15-minute ride to the gym, which I take daily, most of the time on a motorcycle, but sometimes when I'm in the car. Why waste that time in my distorted thinking? Why not try to help someone, right? Actually, I'm kind of helping myself using social media and you to be more present. So let's see who jumps in today. Want to remind you, this is something that I was talking about yesterday, that it's okay to eat the kind of bread that you roll up and stuff into your mouth. It's also okay to eat fancy bread with all the nutrients and the grains. My point being that to live life in color, to paint your life with crayons you cannot pronounce. I can't pronounce most of the crayons, to be honest with you, other than the primary colors. And ask yourself what that would look like. What would it look like for you to live in color? I say this because when I was unhappy, when I was miserable, life was only in primary colors, and I didn't live in the grays. I didn't notice things. I was just running toward what I thought would make me happy, and so I was very narrow. I was not expanding. I was constricting. And so if you decide, by the way, guys, I'm talking to fill up the air, waiting for someone to drop in. So if you want to chat about something, just request to come on, and then we'll chat. But my point is living life in color through not only mindset and decision, but also through experiences. And these experiences don't have to be life-changing. They don't have to be expensive. They could live in the mundane, right? I love the idea that the gold coins are sprinkled throughout the rainbow and not in a giant pot at the end. So what would it look like for you to live your life that way? And this was the first domino for me, to sit with something as simple as a good cup of coffee and a friend where you can have a meaningful conversation, right? And even in that conversation, what would it look like for you to paint with all the colors? For me, it means to show myself. It means to be vulnerable. It means to maybe show up in a way that may be scary, right? All right. Let me see here. I got a few people. I can't, I'm not able to, because I'm driving, I'm not able to. Okay, here we go. Hey, maybe we'll call up a few people at once and do a little group. Instagram lets you pull in, like, I think 3 or 4 people. All right, come on. What's going on? I accepted you. Someone's having second thoughts. Well, oh, here we go. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, John?
Oh, you're driving as well.
Yeah, just left work.
Oh, we got another person. Wow, 2 at a time. What's up? So one person is Laura. Is it Laura?
Lauren. Lauren.
Lauren, sorry. Lauren, where are you calling from?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's where I had the best donuts I've ever had in my life. In that there was like a commissary with all these things, and I think it was
Running.
Amish people making donuts.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That was the kind of donut you want to rub all over your body. It was one of those experiences. But anyway, and then who's driving? What's your name?
Johnny.
Johnny, how do you have your camera set up? Like we're like looking up your nose, dude.
Oh man, my bad.
It's
It's
interesting.
it's it's damn near on the console, in
Oh,
the middle, in the bottom.
Well,
I love it. So,
you're very lucky, but I'm sick with COVID right now, so I got
uh,
lucky.
yeah, COVID is just a thing now. You know, it's just like catching a cold. Um, Lauren, let's start with you. Is there anything we can help you with? You have a question, or you just want to hop in and chat
Um,
about anything?
well, I just wanted to say thank you. I listen to you like regularly, and
Oh, thank you for
I
listening.
like you light up my day and I've been doing a lot of like inner like child work and all this stuff. But I just listened to your last episode as far as like suffering, and that really like helped me out last night. I finished that, but to all the listeners that kind of know what I'm talking about, yeah, that's. But living in color, I don't know. For right now, like what I can relate to is just like taking small things daily and
Yeah.
just trying to take them in, which is really hard because I'm overwhelmed with life in general. Like my career, dating is just like non-existent. But
Mm.
doing what I can and be in control and just like take those little moments, day by day.
Do you have children?
Now I'm like single,
Yeah.
no children, nothing.
Um, what is hard about dating? This might sound like a dumb question, but I just want to know for you, what is hard about dating these days? Is it the toxic swipe culture? Is it what is it?
I'll be honest, like, yeah, I guess that's the way to put it, like toxic swipe culture. Like it just seems like everybody wants to have sex but not have a commitment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like it's tiring. Like I feel like I'm doing my part, and it's hard. Like I still feel like there's a 1950s mentality. Like I'm a independent woman working, and a lot of men are just like, kind of not on page with that. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine, you know. But no, I mean, I try to get out there, and if they just want to have relations like that, I just have to be on to the next person. So,
Yeah, I think what's important is that we communicate. And
mhm.
speaking of old blueprints, the exciting part about dating, I think, today is that women, I mean, men too, but generally women have a lot more non negotiables and they're expressing their needs. There's a lot of liberation, empowerment, wanting more, wanting what they really want. And so I think that's a good thing. But of course, wanting more also can then narrow your pool, your dating pool, right?
Yeah.
And all of that. Hey, John, I'm sorry, was it Johnny?
Yeah, it was Johnny.
Johnny, are you single or what's your situation?
No, no, I'm actually headed to pick up my daughter. I have two daughters. One's 22, the other one's 16. And
Holy shit. When did you have them? When you were 10?
basically, pretty much around 18. My
Wow.
oldest is actually my stepdaughter, and
Yeah.
the younger one is mine. And I just wanted to share because I know you have a daughter, and you're going through that experience later on in your life, and I went through it pretty early, so it's a
Yeah.
pretty interesting dynamic where I'm seeing them flourish and thrive in a way that I'm like, man, I feel like I need to get my shit together because they're doing so well, and
Mm,
it's more of a testament to how my wife and I have really cultivated just being there for them and having them explore their own beliefs and really getting out of their way, like incredible. I'm also a Lumia alum, and I missed the retreat this year. I was there last year, and part of that process, the biggest thing I've gained from that whole experience was just the expansion of our family being emotionally available. It's
yeah.
incredible. It truly is incredible, and to see my daughter express moments to my family that I don't express openly to my family, to see her do that and watch the breaking of the cycle continue through her, it's just incredible, man. So
Dude,
it's really when you see the
you're getting me emotional because as a father and just me imagining my daughter at 18 expressing herself in that way is literally proof that the generational transmission process is broken and that there's it stops with us kind of thing and there's um, you must be very I don't know if the word is proud, happy and proud of you and your partner for raising your daughters like that. You know, that's
Yeah,
to me
it's
that goes so much more further than any kind of academic accolades. You know.
yeah, especially with me because I feel like I'm kind of in a limbo right now of trying to create a business and try to expand, but at the same time,
Yeah.
there's so much thriving going on around me that's also a part of the sacrifice and commitment I've made to my family that I don't want to miss the sight of that as it's happening while I'm trying to grow something else somewhere on the other side. And to see that, like to see my daughter to go on to that, when she was expressing herself to my family with the moment she had with us in New Orleans and how it touched her, everyone was just kind of sitting there and like, it was just like a peaceful moment. Like she expressed herself with the family group and no
Yeah.
one really had anything to say. Everyone actually held a moment of space for her that
Yeah.
she created. And I was like, holy shit, she created that space and you guys don't even know what to do with it. At least not with me.
Right.
At least
Wow,
not
that's
with my ass
powerful.
growing up.
Right.
Wow.
So to
What
see
a
that.
beautiful moment. And so let me remind you, because I hear you comparing the quote unquote success of your daughters to yourself and your success, and I feel like you're minimizing, um, instead of looking at the scoreboard as far as career and the commercial definition of success. I think just the fact that you raised a daughter to be that way is a success that many parents don't achieve.
Yeah. Thank you. It's a more
Yeah.
collective success. Yeah. Than individual. Yeah.
So, congrats
Thank
on
you for
that.
that. No, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing. Kudos to you, Johnny.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Lauren, did you
Yeah.
grow up with parents that held that kind of space, or did that come later in life?
I wish I did.
Yeah,
I'm learning to parent myself. I hate to say it,
yeah.
but
Most of us.
my parents divorced when I was 2, and
Mm.
I was always kind of like the pawn in the relationship. I hate to
Yeah.
say it, but like I love hearing stories like Johnny just said. I mean, that's like amazing. Like I'm still kind of always fighting for my own space, whether it's like in my family or at work. So like I think it's important to, let their children know, or even yourself. Like I even have to voice for myself, like it's okay to take up space,
Yeah.
You're valid.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to say.
Hey, maybe we can end with that reminder, and thank you both for being on here and helping me remind whoever's watching this, um, that it's okay to take up space. So I want to go around the room real quick. Um, why is it okay to take up space, and what's at stake if you don't allow yourself to take up space? So Johnny, I want to start with you. Why is it okay to take up space, and what's at stake if you don't allow yourself to take up space?
Well, one, because you already are. So no point in not trying to. And
Mm,
the damage of that is just minimizing your potential. Back to that word,
yes, yes,
lowering what you're really thriving for and not reaching it because you're keeping it at arm's length when you're not occupying that space that you're already occupying.
I love that. You know what you're doing is you're taking a saltwater fish. Whenever you don't allow yourself to take up space, you're taking a saltwater fish and putting that fish in a fish bowl.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then the scales gray out and the fish gets depressed and it's not able to flourish.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I see visually when people don't allow themselves to take up space to be themselves. Lauren, what about you? What
I
does
think
sorry,
I
go ahead.
think to add to that, to your fish metaphor, like honestly, if I don't take up space, I physically feel like a part of myself is dying. So I
Yeah,
think you got to keep giving to the flame, like keep lighting up, keep all your ideas and whatever you have to say. It's a contribution to the world. Like you're meant to be here. There's a purpose in that, and you're allowed to take all that space that you need.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to remind everyone that taking up space we feel like is about us, but actually it isn't, because if you give yourself the space that you need, there's something bigger working through you, and you're going to be more potent, leave a bigger dent. You're going to affect the world more, um, instead of not taking up space, if that makes sense. You disappear. You're Michael J. Fox, who couldn't get his parents together in that photograph in Back to the Future if you don't allow yourself to take up the space that you need for you. So anyway, thank you guys both. Great meeting you guys. Be well, and talk to you soon.
Bye.
Yep.
Thank
See
you.
ya.